Oh my gosh, that's really close. Okay. So we're doing the journal thing, yeah. And if you hear someone talking or music playing, that's my brother and my dad. Sorry about that. Okay. So here is journal number 1 entry. 2, whoop, whoop, 3, 4, 5. If you can see it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it, sorry. So we're talking about our writing and how our writing is. Well, to me, I feel like in my journals this time around, I didn't do too much of creative writing like I thought I was going to do. Some journals I didn't do would have been the creative writing, but the ones that I do have, they are all like prompt writings. And in the beginning of my journals, they started off with evidence. You put some evidence in there. My evidence is not that good. Whenever I write, I don't put enough evidence like I want to. It's not like it's hard to put the evidence that I want to in there because I don't know what to put in there or how to word it. But one thing that I put some evidence in is a journal entry that said, "Who is more naturally suspicious of human nature?" And I said in my entry, to me, I believe, I think his name is Iago, is more naturally suspicious of human nature. In the beginning of the play, Iago describes Othello as a trusting man who thinks men honestly but seem to be so. That was a quote. Othello is so trusting that it is his greatest vulnerability, and it also is also his flaw that helps Iago use and manipulate him. At the end of the play, Othello tells himself that he was a man not easily jealous. Othello isn't a person that is naturally suspicious or jealous, but the manipulations that Iago did on him made him suspicious. Iago, on the other hand, has been more naturally suspicious of others. He suspects that both... Okay. Well, I think you get what I'm trying to say right there. But in that one, that's the first one, I feel like I wasn't really answering the question. I was just talking about Othello, which I wouldn't give myself a good grade on that. But the next one that I have is, how does Othello's final speech reestablish his greatness? And my journal, it says, when Othello does his final speech, he is calmed down from jealousy and anger that caused him to kill his poor innocent Desdemona. He understands what happened and how Iago manipulated him into believing that his wife and Cassio had an affair. His speech shows how he has changed from being I don't even know what this is. Hold on. It says from being an insecure husband, but I don't know what that meant. He doesn't try to excuse himself on what he did. Othello takes full responsibility and tells the truth, saying, and then that's why I put the quote, "I pray you in your letters, when you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am." Okay. He says that he, and then I put another quote, loved not wisely, but too well, and knows that he, and then another quote, threw a pearl away richer than all his tribe. That's when he killed Desdemona, and then he takes matters in his own hands and he stabbed himself. feel like my journal entries aren't that good, or my journals aren't that good. But here's one that is more of a creative writing type thing. I think that's one of them. And the creative writing is based on what would hold on, someone. Okay. So this one's more of a creative writing aspect. Is what how would the effect of the play be different if Othello had died before discovering Desdemona's innocence? Well, I said when Othello kills Desdemona, he feels like he did something. Well, Emilia asks him why he did that, and he tells her that it's because she has been messing with Cassio the whole time. He tells her that Iago was the one that told him all that Iago knew this. Emilia tells Othello that it was all fate and a part of something Iago wants. Iago then stabs and kills Emilia to try to keep his schemes from being revealed. Iago then is taken prisoner, and Othello feels very bad and kills himself next to Desdemona. If Othello never found out Desdemona was innocent, Iago wouldn't be a prisoner. Othello wouldn't have killed himself, and he would have been killed by someone else because of what he's done to Desdemona, so she would be dead by then. Emilia probably would still be alive, and no one would know, and I'm pretty sure Cassio would not have been governor. And another entry that I have in here, is talking about dramatic irony, and it's not, well, anyways. Well, it says, what are the dramatic irony in Othello? And I put, there's many dramatic irony in Othello. One of them is Desdemona talking innocently about Cassio, when she tries to please a very angry Othello with something that makes him more angry, which is Cassio. Speaking of him, his actions were ironic because he goes and asks Iago, there are many dramatic irony in Othello. One of them is Desdemona talking innocently about Cassio, when she tries to plead a very angry Othello with something that makes him more angry, which is Cassio. So that's the dramatic irony. Another one is, speaking of him, his actions are ironic because he goes and asks Iago to help him when Iago is planning to ruin him. Another is when Desdemona is given to Othello, Brabantio tells Othello to be careful with Desdemona because she would betray him like she betrayed her father. And to Othello, that statement becomes true when he believes she betrayed him with Cassio. Another is when Othello meets Desdemona at the sea. He tells her that he is overjoyed by her, and he's afraid that all of the happiness and joy that he had would ensue due to an unknown fate, and that fate does come true. Oh, and here is a journal entry which I feel like it wasn't one of my good ones. I also feel like we did this as an essay, but I'm not fully sure. And it's how is the play about the human condition, and I think that was like human nature, something we did, but it's here. I said Othello's human condition or human nature is based on how humans are inherently selfish, prone to being a victim of jealousy, and how their emotions make them stronger and weaker. The relationship between Othello and Desdemona are used or expressed this human nature. They both love each other but still have some pain in their marriage. The one person that is inherently selfish is Iago. He seems to want things for himself. He doesn't like Othello and tries to get him killed. He doesn't like Cassio either, With that, he uses all he can to get his way. Othello and Iago were both prone to falling victim to jealousy. Iago was jealous of Cassio, and no, jealous of Othello and Cassio, and tried to get them hurt. Othello was jealous of how much Desdemona would talk about Cassio, and let Iago manipulate him to kill her. Othello's emotions made him weaker because it just says made him weaker, and Desdemona's emotions made her stronger. That's 10 minutes. Is that 10 minutes? No, it's not 10 minutes. Okay. I don't believe it was 10 minutes, but like 1 more minute left. So throughout my journals is mainly talking about Othello. There's a few with the poems that we read, like Mirror and Thumbcut, and where is it? The Red Wheelbarrow. While I have a little time. The Red Wheelbarrow, all I did was I made another poem. So I said, the Red Wheelbarrow. The Red Wheelbarrow. So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, glazed with rain, water, beside the white chickens. So I did. So much depends upon the air we breathe, invisible to the eye, never made or destroyed. As I put. I hope this one was a lot better than the last one that we did. Sorry for the constant in and out in the time that is coming in. Yeah, I think that was it. And also, there is a likely chance that this won't happen, but if, I'm hoping, if I do pass this class in my other ones, I will be graduating early this year. But if I don't, then I'll see you next year. I just want to let you know because I don't know what the grades are. But yeah, that's it.